I wanted to start talking about a topic that I heard you talk in a lecture you gave recently. It was in regards to consciousness and consciousness studies. You were saying that you believe that as time moves forward, only more and more kind of studies, theoretical and practical, will be coming and booming in regards to the science side of consciousness studies. You were also saying that science and religion, spirituality, they have different perceptions and perspectives in regards to consciousness. And the reason I really want to talk about this is because a lot of people, especially in the Western culture, as you were saying, they have the perception that consciousness and the mind are one. But that's not the same in spirituality, in religion, in Vedanta. So could you elaborate a little bit on that?
Well, first of all, Aryan, thanks for having me under the tree. Here
Yes.
we are under the tree.
Yep.
I really like this one.
Oh, thank you. My mom designed it, so
It's beautifully done.
she's great. Yeah.
Yes, it's wonderful to be meeting with you once again. And you're right. There are these different perspectives on consciousness. And you're right that in the West, and why just the West? The modern perspective on consciousness and mind, they regard them as one and the same thing. The words consciousness and mind are used interchangeably. You often see consciousness, mind, intelligence being used interchangeably. And there's a good reason for that. The reason for that is when we introspect, when we look within ourselves, we feel aware. We have thoughts, we have emotions, we have memories, we have desires, we have pleasure, and we have suffering. We have waking, dreaming, sleeping. All of these seem to be, a first-person internal experience. So it's sort of natural to regard them as being the same thing, sort of. And that's how, if one doesn't think too deeply about it, it's natural to take mind, intelligence, awareness, consciousness as a kind of a bundle. But in Indian philosophy, in Indian spirituality from ancient times onwards, the distinction between consciousness and mind was very clear. In ancient Sankhya, yoga philosophy, for example, the body is something that is, first person, and we all experience it as a third person also. Like it's everybody sees this as a physical object. The mind is something that we all experience internally. Each of us is experiencing our own thoughts, emotions, memories, our personality internally. And that which enables us to experience the body and the mind, that one is consciousness. This is a subtle distinction, but it is a clear distinction. You see, one very good, elegant way of understanding the distinction between mind and consciousness is whatever you can experience is an object. By definition, object is that which appears to the subject. You are the subject, and the world is your object. But so is the body. The body is also an object to us. We experience it. We are experiencing it right now. All of us do. And then go be a little more subtle, look inwards. Sensations. Warmth and cold, and if you have an itch, if you have a cough, those sensations are also objects because they are being experienced. Color and form and sound, smell, taste, these are also objects. They are also being experienced. Make it even more deep. If you go even deeper, deeper means subtler. We have thoughts, we have memories, but they are also objects. Even our thoughts and feelings, emotions, those are also objects. So whatever is an object is something that's appearing to the subject. And in the way we think in Indian philosophy, in yoga, in Sankhya, and many other schools, the subject is consciousness. And whatever appears to it is an object. That means even the mind. By mind, I mean thoughts, memories, ideas. Those are appearing to you. Therefore, they are all objects, and they are not consciousness. So this is how we distinguish between mind and consciousness. There are many other aspects to it. Usually, the subject, you or I or whoever is watching this, We all, before we reflect upon it, we see ourselves as a bundle. Body, I am this, sensations, memories, personality, and awareness. Yeah, if you insist there is something called awareness, yes, there is. All of it, we take it as one bundle. We don't investigate this. Yeah. What Sankhya, Yoga, Vedanta, they investigate and try to understand consciousness and mind separately.